be dead before they get here. Your precious family. I will slaughter them, one by one. And when they have drawn their last breaths, I will burn the city to the ground.
You won't get a chance. Gotham is their city now.
Yo guys, what's up? My name is Jack2505. This is 2505 Gaming, and today we are reviewing Gotham Knights on PC, which was released on the 21st of October 2022. It is time to protect Gotham from the criminals after Batman's death. Crime is on the rise and the Bat family have to take back control of Gotham from the criminals. Don't forget to like, share and subscribe to the YouTube channel, follow me on Twitch and join the Discord. I have completed Gotham Knights main story and I'm now ready to review it. Gotham Knights is an open world campaign driven game similar to the Batman Arkham games and the Spider-Man games. The game can be played single player and two player co-op from start to finish. However, this game is not cross-platform. There are 4 characters to choose from: Batgirl, Nightwing, Robin and Red Hood. I decided to select Red Hood first because I've always enjoyed the character of Jason Todd from Under the Red Hood comic and anime, and the Death in the Family story also. Gotham Knights is a current gen title only. It's available on PC, Xbox Series X and PlayStation 5 and is classed as an action RPG. There will be some minor spoilers in the footage that you'll see in the video. I will not be revealing any major twists or endings. However, if you want to approach this game completely fresh, then I suggest coming back to this video once you've completed the campaign. The main gist of the story is that Batman's been killed in a fight to the death with Ra's al Ghul in the Batcave, which was quite an impressive fight scene. Batman ends up dead, blows up the Batcave and sets up an automatic video to be sent to his Bat family, letting them know what to do after the event of his death. So this sets up the story in Gotham Knights with the 4 characters who set up base in the Belfry and are assisted by Alfred Pennyworth, trusted butler, friend and protector of the Wayne and Bat family. As one of the characters, you patrol Gotham City at night, taking down various criminal factions, and you'll come into contact with some of the major villains in the Batman universe, such as the Penguin, Harley Quinn, Clayface, Mr. Freeze, and Talia al Ghul. The Court of Owls are the secret society that has secretly controlled Gotham for years, the Rich Society, underground, and the Bat family must also face the Court of Owls as well. So let's talk about the open world in Gotham Knights. I think the open world in Gotham Knights is way too big. It lacks character and depth. It seems dead with not a lot of activity going on. And I would suggest using a lot of fast travel when possible, or by using the Knighthood ability to traverse the aerial space a lot quicker. I have to put Arkham City and Arkham Knight ahead of this game in regards to the open world, which seems crazy. A 360 game and an Xbox One game which were years ago. Using the zip line feature can also be a pain. Once you grapple onto a building and zip towards it, there's no natural flow to the next building, like there was in the older games, which is a massive shame. Let's talk about the Bat Bike. For me, this is one of the biggest letdowns of this game. I remember years ago when Batman Arkham Knight was released. I loved the Batmobile, and as soon as I jumped into it, it was great. It was fast, heavy, loads of gadgets and so much progression to the Batmobile, and I could drive around in that thing for hours. I remember the internet back in the day saying how much they hated the Batmobile, which I could never understand. The Bat Bike for me is a letdown. It's slow, there's no booster, there's no upgrades in terms of performance that I can see so far. All you can do is change the color, and I hate the design of it. It doesn't look like anything Lucius Fox would design. Huge letdown for me. Gotham Knights combat is a tough one to define. It looks slow and stiff when you're watching it, but fun to play when you're playing it. And I know that's a bit of a funny way to describe it. Now, don't get me wrong, it doesn't have the fluid combat look of Spider-Man or Arkham Knight, but I think the special abilities that you get makes up for it. I actually enjoy the combat in this game, and once I got used to it, the weapons, the gadgets, and studying each faction and knowing what their weaknesses are makes a huge difference. In relation to the combat, let's talk about the co-op, the two-player co-op, which I think is the hidden gem of this game. I think the stiff look of the combat gets a little bit smoothed over once another person is there. I honestly thought the co-op would not be that good and I would probably ignore it. However, once I was playing, a random Robin just jumped in my game and I thought, okay, let me just try the co-op unexpectedly, and I didn't even realize I had it active in my game. So I thought, let's give it a try, and it was actually fun. I would love to play this game again co-op, and I think it makes the game a lot more fun. 2 players are more than enough in these missions, and playing as the Bat Family characters in co-op, it just makes so much sense. There are many abilities to choose from and unlock for each character, and the game is a bit of a grind, so I would say get ready to get out there and fight as many bad guys as possible. There'll also be a new co-op mode coming called Heroic Assault, which will be a 4-player mode. I'm guessing some sort of endgame mission that you could play with your friends or randoms, and is not related to the main campaign. Could be raid-like missions, which would be great. We'll have to just wait and see. Gotham Knights PC specs for recommended settings is an i7 core processor or AMD Ryzen 5. NVIDIA GeForce 2070 or AMD Radeon RX 5700. Minimum 60 frames per second. My PC is an i9 processor with a 2070 graphics card, so the game runs fine. However, I don't understand why such a beefy requirement is here for this game. It's not exactly the most detailed looking game. Spider-Man PC visually looks way better than this game in every way, and has a lower system requirement, and that game was only released a few months ago, and you guys can check out my Spider-Man PC review on this channel. The PC version of this game crashes so much, which is annoying. I've seen a lot of people on Twitter complain about this, and the devs are aware of this, and they will be releasing a patch soon. They need to release a patch as soon as possible. I don't know what it is about Batman games and PC. I wanted to create a return to Arkham video because on my Twitch channel I went back and streamed the old games, and I wanted to make a video discussing them as a build up to Gotham Knights. Arkham Asylum and City were great on PC, but once I got to Arkham Knight, a whole bag of issues with crashes, like the old problem that I had years ago. Because years ago I played Arkham Knight on Xbox One. So because of the issues with Arkham Knight on PC, I decided to abandon the project. The chemistry between the 4 characters grew over time, and I think their relationship with Alfred was great. I think more flashbacks with Batman from all their perspectives would have been great to give the player more sense of loss and wanting to pay respect to Batman by protecting Gotham in his honor. Now, let's talk about what the game does really well, which is the linear missions, the long missions that usually end up in a huge gang fight or a boss fight. This is where the game shines for me. The missions where you infiltrate buildings, labs, nightclubs, prisons, enemy layers, and this is where I had the most fun here, and I'm guessing this is probably where other players will probably have the most fun. They were intense, hard hitting, and this is where your skills are put to the test. Now look, let's address the elephant in the room. I'm aware that Gotham Knights is maximum 30 frames per second on Xbox Series X and PS5, which I find confusing. And apparently the developers, they'd rather go down the resolution route on console rather than higher frames, which has annoying to the gaming community, and obviously PC players will not have that issue. Gotham Knights is better than what people think. I've sunk over 25 hours into this game since release, and I've enjoyed it. It's nowhere near as bad as what people were saying, and I think the boss battles in this game are better than the ones in the Arkham games. However, the Arkham games definitely do a better job when it comes down to open world and gadgets, and the combat looks smoother. However, the boss battles for me in this game is where Gotham Knights shines and has improved over the older Batman games. I recommend that you play this game co-op and wait for a PC patch and maybe a sale before you buy this game. I think this game will appeal to a lot of casual players, and I think they will enjoy this game. I think developers need to read the room more when it comes down to the hardcore gaming audience, who I think at times enjoy raging at new releases and any little thing. When it comes down to frames per second, pay to win stuff, just cover all your bases. Release the game minimum 60 frames per second on console and up to 120 frames per second. Don't do silly microtransactions, because there are many players out there who will just listen to the headlines and the clickbaits. However, look, if you enjoyed the Arkham games in the past, I don't see why you wouldn't enjoy Gotham Knights, even on the level of just playing the campaign, which I thought was decent and kept me engaged from start to finish. Gotham Knights also has been interested in a potential endgame grind for higher legendary gear, New Game Plus and the Heroic Assault mode coming soon. We also need to give credit for a game for what it does and not just about what it's missing. So guys, tell me what you think of Gotham Knights. Have you played the game yet? What do you think of the look of the game? Are you planning on playing the game on PC or console? How did you find the co-op in the game? Let me know in the comment section below. Now thank you very much for making it to the end of the video. My name is Jack2505. This is 2505 Gaming, and I'll see you in the next video. Peace.